Hello everyone, welcome to Advent of Spring Boot Day 21. And today we're going to see how to fetch some data from another APIs using the REST client. As you may know or may not know, the REST client is a new way of fetching data, and it's best way of fetching data compared to the REST template if you do blocking stuff. And if you do non-blocking stuff, you should use the WebClient. And because let me dive into the code. Because we use the blocking stack, we are going to use the REST client. Okay, so for using the web client, we need the REST client, sorry. As you can see, the REST client is already available, but we need it's in the starter, it's in the library inside the starter web. So let's add the HTTP client, because the REST client does need that to work. Okay, let's add it. Oh, I forgot to remove it, so it's already added. Okay, cool. Let's refresh our API. And let's try to configure our REST client using REST config, REST client config. Cool. So let's add configuration, box bin. Cool. Okay, cool. So we need to add a bin that returns the REST client, and we need to return the REST client builder or build. But in order for it to work, we need to specify a base URL, and we will use request factory. And let's request client factory. Cool. So what we're going to use is fake store API, because at the beginning of the month we did some stuff on customers. So let's say our customers are working on everything. We're not gonna use that today, but we need to fetch some product in another department. So it's another API, and we need to fetch that. So let me show you that. Okay, fake store API. There is the product API, and we have data. So we're gonna copy paste that URL right here. Cool. And I guess that's it. And we need to add a model. We're going to use a record for product. And our record will contain an int, one ID, string title, a price, table, description, let's add category, image. Sorry for that. Okay, and let's add a rating. That's it, and let's define a public record rating, and rating would contain a rate and count. Should be okay. So now let's define, let's thing account. We need to define a product service. Okay, product service, and it will be initialized with Spring Boot, and we will need private REST final because we want to use a dependency injection through constructor. Cool. And we're gonna define get all and get product, get products. Cool, and get product with its ID. Product by ID. And in order to do that, we're going to need the REST client. And it's going to be a get. And we need to add the URI products. And we need to, we could use retrieve. We're going to use retrieve. Let me format that bit. Get URI if and body. And because we are using, we want to have a list, we can't pass list something. We need to add a parameterized type reference. That would be our return type, meaning a list of product, not product, product. Okay, let's call it type ref, and call new parameterized. Cool, and let's put that in. Okay, and let's return that. Cool, we should return all the products. Cool. Let's do the same for one product. So let's ID. ID. Cool, and we're going to return a product that class. Okay, everything seems to be fine. Let's remove that not needed. And to test it, I don't want to dive too much into test. You can go back to previous day. I guess it's day 7 or day 8 if you want to start with stat. So it should be 7, 8, 9 or 8, 9, 10. And we'll be able to dive into Mockito and such to test stuff. So we're going to use the command line runner to do some stuff at the start of our application. So let's return something. Cool, and we're gonna take our product service And oops, we're gonna display every product fetched with the API product dot service get products. It's only for demo purposes. Don't do that in production. Cool. And let's try to start an application to see if I did any mistakes. Any mistake. As you can see, we have all our product fetched. Let's go back, and it's relevant full stack. Let's take it out. It's the same, so cool. And let's try to fetch only one product. But dot contain is get ID, and we try to fetch the first product, and let's rerun our application. As you can see, it takes some time, and we fetch all our product and last one through the method get product by ID. Let's make sure everything is okay by displaying the system out. Then so yeah, cool. As you can see, we display all our products, and we can fetch the first one with its ID with the method get product by ID. For the one who wants to migrate from the REST template, you can. I'm gonna try to show that in config. You can create. It's called client. It's new. You can build it through a new REST template, or your REST template, existing REST template. So you can migrate method a few at a time. So that's cool. But if you start from scratch, you should use that way. If you want to dive a bit more into the subject, you will have some further reading in the README with those links. And if you need, if you want some info, you can ask me. That's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow we will see a nicer way of simpler way to fetch data through the HTTP interface. So see you tomorrow, and for now, peace.